Okay, sir. Thank you. Good afternoon, everybody. So I'm starting the session for today.
Good afternoon.
Today I'll be talking about the Android side of the retrieval of data using web services. Mainly we'll be using Retrofit client as our web service client today. So my voice is clear, sir?
Clear, Sanjay.
Okay. Thank you, sir. So the thing is, advanced sharing options. Okay, so I will share the screen now. I think you will be able to see the whiteboard now. So this is the whiteboard.
Sanjay,
Yes, sir.
please request the participants to register. I have shared the link in the chat box.
Okay, sir. Okay, sir. All the participants are requested to register because the link is shared in the chat box. Once verify that and please register in that, sir. All the participants. I think there are about 11 participants till now. So you can go to the chat box and register there. So shall I start, sir?
Yes, please.
Okay, sir. I'm starting today's session. So yesterday, we have discussed about the web services on the server side. The server side web service, that is mainly we have used which one, sir? Jackson API. Jackson API in the Spring framework. Those who have attended yesterday's class also they'll be knowing this. So with this we are able to create a web service on server side, and the output finally we got was a JSON type of output. I will just show you once again how we got it. I will share that screen. See, yesterday we have taken the Eclipse. In this Eclipse we have created a project like this Spring file upload, and once I have run this in the Tomcat web server, run on the server, the output was a JSON output. See, finish. Once we open this, you would get the output in a Firefox browser. Firefox browser will open once the server starts. That also I'll share you. So once the server has started, now you can see the Firefox browser. This is the browser. And finally, we got a URL like this. In this, what is the URL yesterday I've told is character/all to see the output of the JSON. I think it was not visible. Huh? Okay. Username, password from login. Then console. Started. Then what happened? It's not showing anything. Okay. In my table, login table, I have this data. I will share you that login table data. Yesterday's data. So this is that you're able to see the database, sir?
Yes, yes.
Yes. Yes. Okay. So this we have got a JSON output of this by running this application. I don't know why it is not taking. No, I will see that now. Share the Eclipse. Here we have got select username and password from login. Okay. So if I stop and run this server again, see I have a Java resources here. Then here in this only we have a controller. Yesterday I've shown you user list controller.java. So in this we are storing that in the form of a map using login users DAO, and this is that login users DAO. Here only select username password from login, and we are finally storing that as a characters. Characters is a hash map. That's what we have seen. So if I take this, unable to connect to the local host. What happened? Oh, it stopped. So I will run this again, once again, so that it will configure that. Next. We're able to see the Eclipse only now, sir. Finish.
Definitely.
Yes, yes. So once I run this, again we will see the Firefox. Okay. So this is the Firefox. Here I'm saying characters 1. Something should be shown here. Why it's not showing? JSON response. Okay, all means a small all, not capital all. But nothing is shown here. If I inspect the element, there could have been some problem. No response. Console. Settings block the loading of a resource. Okay. Okay. I think my Firefox is not working. This also is not working. Okay, once I'll close this Eclipse and open it again. Some problem is there. So build the project. If I build it again, And if I run it, restart the server.
Eclipse screen కనిపించట్లేదు సార్.
Eclipse screen కనిపించట్లేదు సార్. Anyway,
ఇప్పుడు వచ్చింది, లాగిన్ ఫామ్ వచ్చింది.
Firefox కనిపిస్తుంది. Firefox is there. Login screen.
ఓకే, ఫైర్ ఫాక్స్. ఓకే,
Okay, characters 1. Now it is coming. So this is the JSON data. Yes. All of you might be recollecting that yesterday's class. So this is the JSON we got. See, I have added some more rows also. Admin, Krishna, Ramu, Ravi, Sandeep, Sanjay, Shiva, and Venkat. So this is the data which is there on the server. And you should make note of this URL. This URL is localhost : 8080/spring_file_upload/character/all. Isn't it? So now this particular URL can't be accessed from outside this system. Because we are using what? We are using localhost here.
లోకల్ హోస్ట్.
Instead of localhost, how we can access it outside of this? The only way is using IP address. Because I readily have now IP address only. I cannot give a named server now, because that requires a DNS and all.
Yes.
So now what I'll do, I will note my IP address first of this system. So I will share you that screen, my IP address. So my IP address, how can I know means, you can go to IP config, or you can open the network and sharing center in the system. I will share that. Network and sharing center. Share that. So this is that. Here I have a Wi-Fi connection. If I click on this Wi-Fi, I can get my details of the IP address. The details. You're able to see, sir, all of you. 192
Yes, sir.
IPv4 address. Yeah. 192.168.0.102. That is the IP address I have. Now this IP address, I will try in the browser whether it will show the same JSON response. 192.168.0.102. So I'll type it here. I will share my browser again. In the browser, what I'll type is 192.168.0.102. Of course, the default port number I have not changed for the Tomcat. That's why it is 8080. So same response you're getting, isn't it? Even with the
Yes.
IP address 192.168.0.102:8080, you are getting the same response. The raw data you can see. This is the raw data, JSON format. So today what I'll do, I will get this data into my Android application by writing a program in Android on the client side. So that is my aim. Now I will slightly modify this data. Instead of showing username and password, what I'll do is, now I will share the database once. In the database, in this, I'll create a new table, let us say, some new table. In that, I'll give two fields. City is one field, and type. Type means it's varchar database. We're able to see, sir, this navigate. Yeah,
Yes.
150, some length of the city. Okay, you make it as a primary key. Then temperature, let us say I'm giving temperature, or I'll simply say temp. Temp means temperature. So I'll make it as some varchar, same thing. Some 25, I'll give it length of the fields. Now if I save it, it will ask you for the table name. So I will make it as weather report, weather rep. Okay, the name of the table. So I'll say okay. Now your table is created. You can see weather rep. So in this weather rep, let us assume that I got some data for different cities from a meteorological server. Hyderabad, let us say we have some 40 degrees centigrade. 40 centigrade. So how to give degrees? Something like that. 40 degrees centigrade, like this. Then you have something like some Karimnagar. You have some 42 centigrade, like this. Some data I am giving it. Some Adilabad I am giving 43, like this. Then something like Warangal giving some 41. So let us say these are there. This data is there. For example, so I'll save this. So now in my table, these are the entries. This I will show it on the JSON format in the Eclipse. So for that, what I have to do, I have to make some changes. So I'll share that Eclipse now. This is the Eclipse. Here only the changes are there in your this user's DLMO. I am not changing all the names and all. Just I am changing the data that I am retrieving. Select city, comma temp. From which table?
Temp. From
Ah,
weather rep.
weather. So that is that. Rest of the things I am not changing. So now I'll save it. Once again, I'll run it. It's a Tomcat. So once if I run it, it will naturally take the new data. Run on server. Then next, finish. So you are able to see the Firefox. I'll share it. So this is what is the login page we're getting. On this, again, I'll say characters. Some one. See, okay, it's old one. So what I need to do is I'll stop the server because it is showing the old data means this is not added into the latest hash map. So controller has to be run again. Control has to be. So that's why I will stop the server and run it. That means I'll go back to Eclipse and run it. I have stopped it, stopped synchronized, then run it, run on server, then next, then finish. So once I do this, again it would open the Firefox. So I have to share that Firefox for you. Once it starts. So this is that Firefox. You're able to see the Firefox? Yes. Characters. Let us say 3. Oh, still it is showing old one. So what is the problem then? Okay. The thing is, I need to uh, rebuild this project, build project. Otherwise, it won't change that. Once again, I'll run this Eclipse platform. Run on server. Next, finish. So it's not changed. Same thing. Slash characters. Okay, the problem is with the browser, I suppose. Why with the browser means sometimes the browser stores the old cookies. So go to the options and privacy and security. In this, I think I need to remove the, never remember, clear history. Okay, clear everything. Now if I run this, still it is coming same thing. Okay, I'll close this browser and again reopen. Where is that? Let us say I'm trying in Google Chrome. Same thing, local host slash spring file upload characters all. Here also it is showing same thing. That means I should go back to Eclipse. Somewhere something is not adjusted. What is that means? Login users DAO, city temp from weather rep. Okay, this is correct. Then if I build it again, project, build all. Okay, other things also it is building now. Okay. Then if I stop this server and start it, run on server, then say next, then finish. Now at least it has to take the, maybe I've given single code there that is creating some problem. We'll see that. So once I share this browser, here I'll type again character slash all. Or still it is giving same thing, means some problem with the single quote. Okay, I'll see 43 degrees centigrade, 40 degrees centigrade. I'll see that 41. See if I give like this, weather underscore rep, that is correct only. Weather underscore rep. So now if I run this, stop and run, run on server, so this should come on the browser Firefox. So here still same thing. Okay. Prepare statement. Result set. Characters dot clear. Okay, I'm clearing this data. City and temp. From okay. Well, let us say we put a breakpoint here and see what happens to the character. I'll debug this. Debug on server. So finish. Switch mode. Okay. Once I do this, I'll be able to know whether this is actually taking or not. Once it is in debug mode, yeah. So if I want to step over, okay. Encountered a problem. Okay. So some problem is there. The debug. Maybe something related to this is or not updated. Okay. So I'll clean this once. Project clean is also sometimes useful. So we'll select this and project clean. Once if I clean this, it is showing 23% here. Sometimes this happens in a framework when we change that. Okay. So we'll run this again in the ordinary mode instead of debug mode. So once I finish running this, I have to share the Firefox. So here characters all. Yeah, you can see now. I think all of you are able to see this. The Firefox. Adilabad.
Yes, sir.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
Yeah,
Uh, Single quote an issue.
not single quote. It is because of cleaning the project. I cleaned the project.
Okay.
Anyway, with single quote also we'll try it. I will share it again. The database. So this is weather report. In this, if I put single quote, because naturally when I'm using prepared statement, it should not give any problem with the single quote. Something like that. So if I give single quote, and here also single quote, like this. So now if I save this. I'll try to again run this, stop and run this. We'll see whether it is creating any problem or not. So run on server. I think I am not sharing the Eclipse. Yeah. So run it again. Again, I have to show you the Firefox. So this is the Firefox. Here I say characters all. Yeah, single quote is coming, see. Now, all of you are able to see that, I think. Single quote.
Okay.
Okay, that's not a problem. So this is the JSON data. Now instead of username and password also, I want to make it as a city and temp. I want to make it as city and temp. So for that, what we need to do,
Okay.
yeah, what we need to do is you go to the users list controller, the characters is there, and finally we are adding into that. And here the model, you have to take the data model. The data model I am giving string as a username and password. Instead of that,
Eclipse screen share this.
and temp.
Eclipse screen.
Eclipse is not shown. Yeah, sorry.
రావట్లేదు.
Yeah. Now, yeah. So in the login DAO, I am changing this username and password. Earlier it was like this. So what I am doing, I am changing this.
Okay.
I am changing this as city and temp. So everywhere I need to change it. What is that? City and temp. And this I will leave it like that. It's not a problem. Only in this page I need to do like that. So city, and what is this one? City. Got it? And this is, what is that? Temp.
Temp.
And this is also temp. Now if I rebuild this, I would get the same thing. So what I need to do is simply project clean again. Once again. Then once this percentage of cleaning is over, I can run this. Run on server. Has been modified, yes. So now next, and then finish. So now again I have to show you the Firefox with the changed data. So new share should be Firefox. I will open that. It will open this thing. Here characters all. Still not changed, huh? Username, password. Okay. Username, password is not still changed. That means maybe it is not cleaned totally. So I will share it again. Eclipse. Here what I need to do is Okay, here also I will change it. I'll make it as city and temp and make them as city and temp. This is the data model, temp. And finally get city and get temp, get temp. So now if I save this,
సంజయ్ అక్కడ కూడా సెట్ గెటర్స్ అండ్ సెటర్స్ కూడా సెట్ లో కూడా
set also we have to make it as set city and this one is city and this also is the city, and here also temp, and this one I'll make it as temp and again temp. So once I make like this, we shall see any errors are there in this. Get login users, not a error, nothing is there. Then you go to this one, in this any errors are there? No errors, isn't it? All are exactly set now. So now I have to clean this project again. Project clean. Once I clean the entire workspace, again I'll run this. Oh, some error is there. What is that? Login DAO. Oh, another things are disturbed by this. Okay, okay. So what I have to do is